It's not like I can flip a switch and it just changes. It requires discipline, right? So every time you start to think, he meant this by what he said. I know why he did that. I know why he said that. You have to stop and evaluate that to say, okay, I don't know. Now, there's also a difference between my thinking it and my acting on it. Right? So one of the biggest tips I give people, sometimes when people find out I'm an expert in communication, they'll say, okay, what's one tip that I could do to improve my communication? As though after talking to somebody for 2 minutes, I can give them the greatest tip in the world. So the tip that I usually give that I find would work, helps everybody. I mean, all of us need to work on this, is think before you speak or think before you act, right? Because when we open our mouths and we say something or we react in a certain way, we can't take that back. Now we have to do damage control.
Yes.
But if I stop, even if I think it, like as I was walking down the stairs with the cross and I had that thought, if I had stopped and said, now wait a minute, I don't know what he's thinking, so I'm not going to assume I know what he's thinking. I'm going to think the best. My reaction would have been completely different. That's all it would have taken. And generally, I have trained myself to do this. In this situation, I was so discouraged with myself for knocking it off the wall. You know, I was like, of course. So I was already frustrated with myself. So I wasn't in the right frame of mind to correct my thinking. And that is something, by the way, emotions really mess up our thinking. So if you're emotional about something, you have to calm those emotions down before you're going to be able to think clearly. So if it means taking some time apart, to take some deep breaths, to, count to 10, to whatever you have to do to get those emotions just to settle down, you'll find that you can think more clearly. And then you're able to make choices about how you communicate that are going to be consistent with how you want to communicate.